Earlier this month, my local newspaper, The Advocate, reported the Bandidos had moved into East Devonport. I can guarantee you that they did not move in to enjoy riding on Tasmania's beautiful country roads. No, the Bandidos have moved into the Devonport area to cause trouble, and I want to know what the federal and state government is going to do about it. Clearly, Tasmania's anti-fortification laws don't scare an international outlaw gang like the Bandidos. And they're obviously not concerned about the security measures on the Spirit of Tasmania, because they didn't choose East Devonport because of its prestigious neighbourhood, I can assure you. So we need to send a stronger message to organised crime gangs and tell them to get out. We can do that if we take a national approach. If we don't, we will just keep playing whack-a-mole. When one state gets tough on organised crime, well, guess what? The gangs are a bit smarter than what you actually take them for. They will just move to the next state, which is exactly what is happening. And that will keep happening until the federal government gets a backbone and takes the lead on the matter. I mean, what are you scared of? Some boys on bikes? I've seen firsthand the effect of organised criminal gangs on families. I have flashbacks every time a family member of someone who is caught up in drugs or the gang world pleads with me, asking me to intervene in tears and save the life of their child. But I can't, and that's because Australia doesn't have tough enough laws. These gangs aren't going to be scared off by anti-fortification laws, not when they have the money, your money, to set up elsewhere. Organised crime must be addressed at COAG, and the states must walk away with a comprehensive plan. Otherwise, gangs will continue to prey on our children, seducing them with the idea of belonging with drugs or the opportunity to make the big bucks. These gangs are stealing our children's futures. I was lucky. My son was in a position where he had no choice but to go to rehab, and he is now doing well. But that isn't every mother's story, and most stories end up in heartbreak. Organised crime is very real, and it impacts everyone. No one is safe from the threat of bike gangs. Organised crime isn't isolated to disadvantaged communities, it's everywhere. And if that isn't enough to convince you of the seriousness of this matter, then let me tell you how much organised crime costs the community in a language you understand. According to the Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission, organised crime cost this country $36 billion in 2013 and 14. Let me put it to you in another way. Organised crime costs every single Australian around $1,500 every year. What could you do with an extra $1,500? What could Australia do with an extra $36 billion? Imagine what that money could do to our health system, that money could do to cutting our energy costs and support small businesses. And imagine the jobs that we could create that are actually legal. Australia needs to band together as a community, grow a backbone and stand up to organised criminal gangs and pull out the welcome mat, because it is way overdue.